Was the first pick in these tournaments, and that's a crazy time to be alive.
Yeah, do remember you can use, of course, the Twitch chat vote to tell you guys, to tell us what you guys think, who you guys think are going to win. I'm siding with Big here in this best of 3. I have to agree with Dustin that I think the first 2 maps can go 1 for 1, and then Train, I think Big are going to come out on top, because I feel like they have 10% better executes and 10% better like preparation for this one. It's not a lot.
At Team Big, we saw them 2 days ago, and yeah, they kind of had some, like Keeve, he really just, him opping just was amazing, and I was kind of curious if Nifty, if he's able to counter-op him, because you know, he's that slow kind of just peeking angle, fall back, reposition himself, and just keep doing that, and I was actually really impressed by Keeve, and so hopefully Renegades will have an answer to him, because they have 2 prominent alt maps here.
I feel like Keeve is this kind of same type as another player in this tournament who's sadly now eliminated, Cirque from NRG. This type of an opera who can go into any kind of situation, who can peek aggressively, who can do the flick shots, who can also play the turret style, where I feel like on the other side of the things, it's more like a stationary turret style AWP, which is not bad if you can incorporate it into your system. But I feel like Keeve is the more complete op player in this kind of setup here. Yeah,
definitely. And on a map like Cobble, I'm interested to see what adjustments Team Renegades are going to be doing. And the match is about to start right now.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the arena here in Denver. We're about to jump in onto Cobblestone, and thank you for tuning in as well for this first map of this best of 3 semi-final between Big and Renegades. And here we go, pistol round coming in. A huge amount of utility coming in for Big. 2 smokes, flashbangs and everything.
And decoys.
And decoys.
I like the decoys.
Nifty in a good position. First one goes down, but immediately traded out by Ligia. And now Tapson rotating in. Has a very nice position here. Surely will be able to take out Nafly. And now 4v3. Nice shot from Asa. He has been solid. The guys under this pointed that out in the intro. And that is definitely not a lie. Asa once again with another one. JK is in a good position in the back of the bomb site. Got B, last man standing and eliminated. Will be the Big clan, and Renegades go up 1-0.
Azure just being on fire. Yesterday he was playing really impressive against CLG, and you know he's been making some noise lately.
Yeah, I like him. It's kind of like he's a very consistent player. He doesn't really do like the big flashy clutches, but he gets these important frags, these impact frags every single round. And he has to set on the desk like he's this kind of a rock for the team that they can always rely on him doing something in a round. And that's great to have this kind of character. I think all teams need to have that kind of character. That you know that if you put him into a situation, he's going to be able to come out with at least 1, maybe 2, 3 frags, and some map control as well.
Very much so. Team Big, though, they're going to do a little force buy. They have a scout and Ligia, but nothing too fancy just yet. Just kind of holding it out. Trying to get some information here in the A middle. Yeah, Keeve, though, he's already pushed up in this A halls. Renegades might have an idea. They're just holding the angles.
Playing the standard right now, 2-3. 2 on the A bomb site, 3 on the B bomb site. As I have the boost onto middle, and JKS is watching. See how Renegades gonna hold this Big. What's the plan? 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs. Not a lot of utility, but if they can get some speed on the back of a pop flash, they might be able to take out JKS here. Already spotted him out. Does some damage. Molotov goes down. Holds the push for a little bit. Now they're setting up for the mid push. Completely flashed his Nifty. Taken out now by Tapson, and now they're pushing JKS as well. They're going to take him out. Also 2 entry frags just with the pistols of the Germans. And now you still own Naf. And Asa coming in to retake, but MP9 medium range is not very good, especially when you're battling against the FAMAS. And now Nex is trying to take the duel. Nafly coming in hot. 6 HP to go. Surely cannot get anything more, but I'll take another one before he goes down. You're still on now. Has not been as impressive as I feel he can be throughout this tournament. Now has to clutch a 1v3.
Yeah, with no kit, he's going to have a hard time trying to retake this bomb site. He gets shot up a little bit by Gabi. So he's going to change, he's going to reposition himself and actually save the weapon. No kit, no position.
Yeah, no chance. So there's this, like, in that situation, there's no reason to go into a site knowing that you're going to die no matter what, because you still have the head armor, you still have the UMP, you can bring into the next round, potentially make a bigger difference there, instead of just going in and dying on, like, against 3 terrorists holding like the post-mine positions. There's no way you're going to be able to get that done. But for Big, they restabilize, They win the second round. We talk about it so much currently in the meta. It's very hard as a CT to hold on to that second round after you win the pistol.
I think Team Renegades played that a little too passive. I would like if, like, I'm not saying, you know, always peak, but I would say peak and then fall back into a passive spot. But they played passive off the start, and so they had no map information, no map control, and they allowed Big to just kind of sneak up on them and collapse on the 2A players.
And that's the problem if you're playing against Pistols, because they can add so much speed so quickly. Just have like a single flashbang and a Desert Eagle come in and you can have that opening frag easily. So now, a mixed buy coming in for the Renegades, a couple of pistols, Nifty, nothing. Of course, saving up for that AWP, we've been talking about that all weekend. As an AWP, you have to remember to save some money up so you can get that sniper rifle in with the buy with your teammate Snaf with a scout though.
And he peeks that long platform, doesn't see anyone, but Renegades are not adjusting. They're not going to rotate just yet. Maybe they're thinking Big is just doing a slow default, methodical style. Gabi, pretty on point with a lot of his strats, so expect some textbooks play.
Yeah, and I feel like Big kind of have an idea that they can abuse the fact that Renegades are playing heavy on towards this B bomb side. They have Nex making noise towards long to keep them on the side, making some utility, throwing some utility their way. And while that is happening, they're actually going to full on push towards the other bomb side. It's going to basically be 4v1. Oh, it was 4v1. And now Nex still able to get frags here. And Gabi and the boys for Big. Just going to take that bomb side. Finally, a frag comes in, but that's on the other side of the map. Bomb will go down for the Germans as a post plan is imminent.
So nice watching a team like Big, who their nades are always on point, their smokes, their flashes, so assuring, so nice. Makes me feel so good.
Yeah, it's definitely one of these teams where you can always count on them being 100% on point, with everything they do strategically. So you always know that somehow, some way, Gabi is going to figure out a way to get in towards a bomb side and do that execute very cleanly. And that's kind of their style, and that's the way that they've gone through this year, I feel like. People have been counting them out, saying that they don't have enough firepower. I feel like Tapson especially, Nex and Kiev as well, like they add a lot of firepower to that team. So in the combination of the great strats coming out from Gabi, Big are a dangerous team, but they haven't been doing so well lately. This is their time to prove that they can step back into the shoes of a great team. Money saved right now on the CT side. On that 2K mark, everyone but Nifty, of course, saving up for that AWP. Terrace team are staying on a couple of cheap weapons, but full utility, 2 UMPs and 1 scout. As we move into round number 4. Naf being pushed back, no reason to push into that Molotov. As Nex actually gets a bit of an aggressive position. Now they draw back slowly after showing themselves at B plateau. And now rotate back, decide where to go.
After Big making a whole bunch of noise towards that drop area, they're going to, you know, come back middle, see if there's any push by Renegades, because we saw yesterday Nifty loves to push towards either mid or long A, and so without a doubt, I would not be surprised if Gabi and the team watched the replay from yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's something that they're very good at. We talk about it all the time. Gabi's anti-striding and the amount of demo that guy watches in order to be 100% prepared for every single game. And it's so good to have a player like that on your team. You can kind of direct the way you're going to play. Nifty, as we talked about him pushing, he actually does so. Does get a lot of information that they're not going to be at long. They're going to be all pushing up through mid. Eustilos, therefore, taking a very defensive position. Moloed out as well. Taking a lot of damage, but spraying down with the UMP-45. Getting 1 frag next with the revenge instantly. Nifty still here towards long. Making sure no one can come in and get that position, but look at that. Tapson sneaky beaky like. Holding down towards middle. The bomb is being planted right now.
Bomb has been planted.
4v4 retake for Renegades.
Nice patience by both teams to see Nifty just staying alive, trying to make sure that he's going to attack when his teammates are ready to attack. And
he's
trying to scout it out. Gets spotted out, and Legea just takes him out easily. Now Renegades have a plate full here. They want to take on the bomb site.
Just going to push in here. JKS gets the double with the FAMAS, but eventually will be shut down by Nex. Nex, really good round from him. 2 frags against opposition, and Nav taking that AK out. Gabi, last man standing for Big, and he's going to take that AK, run away. And good damage done by Renegades. They remove all the extra weaponry and one of the AKs from Big this round, so they'll have to rebuy. But the money's fine on the German side, so it's not a worry.
Yeah, you can't be too upset by getting 4 kills on an eco. I mean, you still have some armor and stuff, but it hands you that confidence in the next round, you know? Get on the board, get some kills, get loose.
Talk about confidence, we do see Nifty on a glass cannon. So no armor for him, a couple of utility grenades, a flashbang and a smoke, but let's see how he's going to make that work. All one keep as well. Hopefully we're going to see those two duel off throughout this game. Definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, I like how Big is taking this A-Halls pretty fast. They're taking the fight to Nifty. They know that Nifty is a prominent A player with an AWP, so you could either avoid him or go straight to him. And Team Big and God B, they just want to eliminate him, neutralize him right away.
JKS in the bait corner. They're obviously going to check that. Why? Oh, okay, there we go. Second guy checked it. That's why they're throwing these flashes. Nifty now flashed off from both angles. He's going to get pushed by all these terrorists, but he's still hitting shots. Tabson goes down, and now close range duel as more flashes rain in. He's still trying to get it done. Azza with another one. Nifty finally taken out by Kiev. And now 3v2 advantage for the Renegades. Kiev mollied off. Bomb in the T's control. Let's see if he can hit the shot. Kiev definitely does so. 2v2 now. Trying to find the duels before they go and get that bomb plant.
He's hopping around trying to get information. I'm trying to make a move. Clav, a nice pop flash, but still gets killed while blind. Now it's a 1-on-2 for Kiev. 30 seconds left.
Interesting idea with that player trying to flash in his teammate, get an advantage, but they're actually both kind of looking towards his position, so it doesn't work out in the end. 1v2 with the bomb plant. It goes for the first peek, but no. Misses that, and Nav takes a frag, and Renegades getting on the board again. 2 rounds now for them. Defuse surely coming in, gonna grab that AWP as well. Double AWP set up now on the TZ side.
Yeah, I thought that pop flash play was a little too much. I think maybe if there was a 2-on-4, 2-on-3 situation, I could just see that happening. You know, you got to take that risk to even it up. But 2-on-2 situation, and on a small choke point like those doors and the cubby, you got to play a little more patience. Plant the bomb, play angles, and play off each other.
Yeah, I think the idea was good, but in the context of the round, it wasn't really that fitting.
Yeah.
But in the context of this round, 2 AWPs for the CT side, nothing for the T side. Tabson without any utility. Let's see how this is going to affect them as Nifty goes for the opening peak, does not hit the shot. JKS towards the long. This is something that Big have been very adamant about taking. Round and round again. That smoke might be a little bit too late. He does get it off in the end. 1-for-1 trade. Nifty goes down in the end. Now JKS. Mid is completely open. Legia has pushed all the way up into CT spawn. Does get Azza. Second guy coming in on the flank as well, and Legia is holding these angles. Being such a pain in the side, and JKS finally stepping up to the plate from Stables. We'll get the frag on Legia. 3v3. Bomb still not on the bomb side. Now fly on the back of it. JKS just being a nuisance right now. Key finally chiming in as he takes down the young Australian. Justillo's there, no worries.
Nice flank by Justillo, and almost a risky play by Renegades getting 2 AWPs on really early in the match, but it pulls off. Nav gets a kill, and Nifty almost getting. I like what Big actually did that around his T side. Be very fast in the middle, because they probably knew that Team Renegades are playing together in A.
Like
so there's that gamble risk. I'm going to just take up middle. I'll see how many spot, maybe get a kill, maybe not. They got the early pick on Nifty, so it allowed them to do that.
Adding some pace to the strategies. Oh, it's great too. Gotta take your opponent out of their comfort zone. Nifty holding that mid. That's his teammate JKS is on along. That's the combination on this A-bomb side, a combination that has been, well, fought with a few times. The big guys that tried to crack it, get it open, get in towards the side. Here we're gonna go for timing push towards mid, and it's just a spray down. It's a slaughter. Everyone is taken out in a matter of seconds. No deaths on the Renegade side. So they're going to add some economy into their bank. That doesn't make any sense. They're going to add extra economy into their bank.
A little bit. And that was Big showing that they want to hit A. I wonder if this is their game plan. Hit A a couple times, keep 2 people A for Team Renegades, and then you'll see that surprise B hit. But right now, Big still going in that default, still sending 3 people towards mid, and nice Nifty with a shot on God B right off the bat. Good start for Team Renegades.
And that's something I feel like he's very, very good at this point. taking that shot, rotating back, holding the turret position. And if you have the spawn for that push, definitely go for it.
That's a sign of a good opper when, after you take shots, you're able to reposition yourself fast and efficiently. Very prime example of that is Fallen. He's very good at doing that.
This is actually interesting because I would want them to use that flash over towards long before they go peak, but actually they go in and peak the orb before the flash goes in. They have a lot of flash and smoke setups for that long towards A, big, and it's something that they use a lot to take that map control. This time around they're not going to use it. Just going to make some noise, make Renegades aware that they're in that position, and then they're going to rotate in, but they are not accounting for Justillo. He's in the corner, trying to win duels. Are they not aware of it? Keeve is taken out as well, double frag, but Next finally coming in with his AK, another one for him. Has to make it an ace in order to win this round, spots another. And Keeve, oh, excuse me, Next is just in the thick of it. Justillo is behind him, 2 in front of him. He has to hit amazing headshots to make this work, and it's not going to work out. Justillo with a grenade in the end, and Renegades stabilize up on 5 rounds now.
I think what's more amazing is how confident Team Renegades were playing. You had Justillo pushed up like that, very risky spot, but it pays off tremendously getting 2 kills, and I'm surprised the other guy didn't see him or even hear him. He just heard a shot right there.
That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But yeah, sometimes CS, there's a lot of communication, there can be a lot of noise.
Yeah.
European teams not as known for making a lot of noise in the team comms, but mistakes can happen.
It can happen. I mean, they're human too.
Yeah.
We got a tactical timeout from Big, just slowing it down a little bit. Renegades is sometimes a very momentum team, and so you don't want them to continuously get these rounds after rounds after rounds. And the Renegades are already winning 4 rounds in a row. You know, just trying to step it back and see what they can do. And early round, Big has been hitting A a lot, so maybe they mix it up and hit towards B. Renegades love to put 2A a lot, so I mean, if you just take B with 5 people, you just have that number advantage.
I would love for them to see, or I'd love to see this kind of like a smoke flashbang timing with the CZ75, where you know that they're going to be pushed up not aggressively, but they're holding plat. They know they're up against pistols. If you can smoke and flash them out and kind of get onto the bomb site, get that bomb down, and take some close range duels, that would be nice to see. They don't have too much utility for that, only 2 smokes. No Molotovs. Let's see if they're going to go for the drop play here. CZ75, very strong in these kind of close range positions. He's still on long. Lining it up now is Gobi. Nav, will he spot them as they come charging in? There we go. Smoke being thrown in.
With Justillo peeking that long B, he's able to tell his teammates that there's none coming, but he'll see the nades and smoke, so I think Renegades can expect a lot of people in this drop area.
Oh no,
noise.
It goes wrong. Pop flash out of the window, it doesn't work, and Nav is ready, but he does get headshot and rotates back now. Bomb trying to come in. Nifty and JK is also with frags, and Next finally coming in with his DZ, but it's not going to be enough. Nav shuts it down, double frag from him. Nice rotation as well, taking the first shot. No, he's had damage onto him, rotates back to a more defensive one. Also, that pop flies through the window, I've seen that work a couple of times. If you have someone below the window, that's perfect. If it fails like it does here, it's like, it takes all of the pace out of that push.
Oops.
That's how it is.
A little oopsie moment.
And that's kind of like not what we expect from Big, because we expect some very clean, well-drilled T-side strats, and this is very uncharacteristic.
You know what? It's a LAN tournament in the semifinals. Even a team like Big, they might have some nerves.
Yeah.
You know, you could do so well in one tournament, and then the other one, you can still feel the same nerves. It never kind of goes away. It's always there.
That's a nice peek from Keeve, though. Taking out Nifty on that B. And we're making some noise in mid as well. Question is where Big gonna hit this one. Currently bomb is dropped towards B. Leggy is making noise in mid. Gobi's rotating towards his teammates on towards that B bomb site. So it might be the fake A play from Leggy and then the push B when a kill or a death has happened.
But look at Leggy.
He's getting such a big flank.
He's already in the connector behind the other team. This is going to be huge for Team Big if he's able to get at least 1 or 2 kills here.
Oh, he's just walking all the way in towards the bomb site. Keep picking out Justillo. Asa with 1 onto Tapton, and Leggy is just now Molotoving off. The rotation coming in from drop zone, and he's keeping 2 players out of the bomb site right now. And in a 3v4 retake position, they need a frag right now, or else they should probably save this.
Yeah, B-bomb site's really hard to retake if you don't have many flashes or smokes, and with a limited utility and AWP on Nafly, it's just better to save it, take your losses. You know, you have plenty of rounds to work with.
And even though Legia in this round, actually, he doesn't get any kills, he gets so much information and he puts down that crucial Molotov in drop that like prevents them from rotating in towards the side. Actually forces them to save in one Molotov.
And that's 2 rounds so far. The Legia just kind of snuck up towards A, so Renegades should kind of make a little micro adjustment to where maybe play more spotty. Kind of have one person spot middle, one person spot in long A halls.
Let's see if they adjust as we move into round number 11 in this matchup here. Money on the CT side, investing up. T side also still has some to spare, so we'll be seeing a couple of buy rounds now. And see the shot there, Kiev.
Didn't see him.
2 times in a row, he's been opening up against Nifty on that long plat. Very nice for him to get some confidence on that AWP.
Kiev, I think he's really good. I think he is a pretty solid AWPer. He's gonna make some noise here.
I also feel like he's one of these mood players when if it's going really well, he's insane. But back to the game, jumping straight in, our big clan. Nafly would want to answer back, gets a double before taken out by Nex. 2v3, JKS and Nifty. It's always hard to retake with an AWP. They need an opening peak right now. It's just going to be very hard to get this going. They're actually talking about it right now. How are we going to get this opening? So much utility raining in towards the CTs, boosting on top of the smoke. This is very clever. They can find someone. They're all just hiding behind structures. No way. And at this point, it's better to save.
Big playing it smart after the post plant, no peeking. Nice job, nice execute toward that B bomb start, really just exploding out that B platform. And Nafly, even though he got 2 kills from that tree spot, it was just not enough for Team Renegades to hold that bomb site.
So the problem is now, is that big, they have this kind of recipe for a round that always goes well for them. They get the opening peak from Kiev, he wins over Nifty, and then they just push in, getting that pace in on the bomb side. Good post plan. Unless Renegades start to rotate one more over towards that B bomb side, I feel like they're going to continue to do this. They're going to force a reaction out of Renegades, and then when that reaction is forced, they're going to hopefully recognize it and go over towards the other bomb side as well.
That's true, but with a smart man like Gabi, the moment that you rotate that guy to the other bomb site, he's hitting A again.
Yeah.
And so the key of a good caller is knowing that time and what round. It's going to be this round, it's going to be next round. How many times do we have to hit B until they start stacking 4 people B?
And there could also be some statistics in that. Like, I know Gabi watches a lot of demos. He probably has like a spreadsheet of how many times you hit one bomb site before they start placing another player. So he knows, okay, let's say Renegades, you need 4 hits straight in a row successfully, and then they rotate. A lot of teams have that thing in them mentally where they actually don't think about it. And then they have like a round, okay, after 4 rounds we rotate.
Yep.
Then we switch it up.
Yep.
And you can get that from statistics and from watching a lot of demos.
Yeah, you do, and still Renegades are still keeping 2A, but this time, something you've seen in the past, they might be able to push here, because Nifty loves to push, and so if they don't see anyone in the middle, they're going to try to sneak up in here. Kiev.
Once again, just openings left, right, and center, but Nafly coming in, doubles up again. This time he doesn't die off. Last time he died off after the 2 frags. He's on the side now, just holding it off. Utility raining in, 1 by 1, as Gabi's trying to find an opening on that B plat. Molo towards Chicken Coop. Should be forcing out the CT. He's actually not holding the angle at the right time. That's unlucky. CT's allowed to get away. 3v4 still. Flies alive. And at this point, Big, they only have 2 Molotovs left, so they don't have any flashes to open up. What do they do here?
I think they're going to try to just straight up try to pine a kill and then use the Molotovs to move people out. But Tabs and Legia, they drop in the drop area, so maybe do a little pinch on the sidewalk and pizza area. Call that pizza. I don't know what you guys call it over there. And
yeah, we don't eat that much fast food. Rye bread, maybe.
Rye bread. That's fast food to you?
That's just what we eat in Denmark. Tabsen opening up. Nafly still on the side. He has been the hero so far, but this time he's taken out. Nifty and Azza chiming back in. 1v2 for Nifty now. He was the hero yesterday. Can he be that hero again? Hits the shot, goes for the second one. He hits it through the wall. Nifty just absolutely destroying Tabsen and Legia. Finally coming in with another play. Renegades restabilize and get there round number 7. was 2 rounds in a row. The big plan now denied.
Huge play by Nifty. And that just turns your team around right there. Just winning a 1-on-2, just lightning them.
Yeah. I saw Gob was talking about it in the interview as well, like winning the Ninja Diffuse rounds that we saw from next, this kind of clutch, it gives you momentum. It gives you like a newfound belief in the fact that you can actually do this, you can go in and win a game. So these kind of clutches just spur on players. Feels so good. You don't even have to be the one doing the clutch. If your teammate clutches a 1v2 or 1v3, you get the excitement as well.
And it inspires you. It makes you play better as well.
Yeah.
As we see here, Nifty's just playing pretty aggressive in the middle, trying to find some information. Knows that pop flash is for someone to peek, and takes a Legea who's been trying to sneak in mid a lot of these rounds, and finally Renegades caught onto that.
That's a nice push from X. I really like that. He knows that there's a Molotov behind him, so he just pushes out because he doesn't expect him. The CT doesn't expect him now. As is trying to hold down the fort. One goes down, second one not going to happen in the spray. JKS on the bomb side. Bomb has gone down. Can JKS wide peek this one? He's sprayed, but he's not getting. He's running out of bullets and pulls out the USB. Not going to happen. Close range up. Nifty. Can he make it happen once again? Dancing around. The fountain misses the shot. And Goppy executes him. 6 rounds now for Big.
Nifty with that explosive op. He almost hit that second shot. And I think if he hit that second shot, he would have won the round.
Yep.
The momentum just on fire. And now even though Team Renegades won that last round, it forced him to reset. And so now they got to do this little save where you buy maybe 250 in a seizing deal, and that's it.
It's not going to be a big round for the Renegades, as the Germans have every bit of utility, every rifle they wanted. Only a couple of pistols on the side of the... Well, you can't really call them Australians anymore, but the Australian/American side.
They have a couple.
A couple.
You know. So we see here, Big slowly working their way, checking every corner. Like a Python squeezing, and Azure taking a Legea. It's able to give him an AK in armor, so this could be a big round. If Azure gets a kill because the shot from the side taps him missing, but then gets the kill finally. And now Big with a 4-on-3 situation.
Well, right now, Keith smoking for his teammate. That's one that lands towards connector. Second one coming in towards heaven. And they're just using their utility, even though they know they're up against pistols. They want to make absolutely 100% sure that they're not going to lose another weapon to this.
Yeah, it'd be detrimental to lose any more to this Eco. And God, he's going to check the corner. He gets JKS. Trying to do a cheeky play at the A-bomb site. Keeps setting up for that little entrance. Takes out Ustillo, and now it's just up to Navline. Gets hit through the wall. And gets taken out by Next.
That's one of the things I love about Big. Even though they're in a round, like they know the economy of Renegades are terrible. They know that this is probably going to be an easy to win round. They still go through all their positions. They still go through all the smokes and the flashbangs to take the bomb side. As if it was a normal buy round. They're so consistent with their takes on the T side. And I think that's what winning the rounds, because sometimes you do see teams kind of go a little bit too loose. If it's working out well, then they just go for a quick push, then forget to do the smoke or the flashbang. Big are not like that. They do every single thing correct every single time.
It's called dry running. Helps out, I promise. And Kiev trying to find an opening here, but gets pushed back by a Molotov and a flash. Gonna play it safe. Kiev showing that he's been entry killing a lot so far. JKS taps and exchange kills. Azure cleaning it up in the drop again. He's gonna try to make a move here. Azure though saying it's his drop. And now it's a 2-on-4 situation for the Team Renegades.
Very nice from Azure there. Was flashed a bit. I actually thought they were going to do the double peak timing, but as he was flashed, JKS just jumped in alone and died off. But luckily, Azure was there to clean it up. Goppy getting openings. Keep missing a crucial shot as Goppy now all alone. 1v3. And I think this is going to be the half for Renegades, 8-7.
It should be, unless Renegades completely mess up this situation. I can't see him doing it. They are giving up the bomb though. So it gives Goppy a chance to make a play here. Maybe try to look for a kill first. Try to do it in a 1-on-2.
Let's see how this one is going to play out. 35 seconds to go. Goppy just looking for anything they're going to give to him. So far they've given him the bomb.
Yeah, but Team Renegades playing it smart. They're not giving him an opportunity to get a kill. Playing safe, playing back. If he has to plant the bomb, it's okay. Last round as long as you get the round win.
The economy doesn't come into play in this one, as we do have 10 seconds to go as this bomb is being planted. What position is Scott B going to choose now? Because he can just open up completely here. He does, and goes down. Renegades with the smart play. Shut down by Nifty. And they will get that 8-7 half. So the homeboys here, of course, some Americans in the team, they get the first win.
They do.
First half.
And 8 rounds on CT, I think that's pretty respectable. Cobbles sometimes can be a little T-sided. All depends on the team, of course. The Renegades showing some resilience here. Stopping big early in the half, not letting them give them too much momentum.
I think that's very important as well, to not let a team run away with it. We know Big can have very strong T-sides, especially on Cobblestone. So if you can kind of stop them in their tracks, make sure they don't get 10, 11, 12 rounds on that T-side. If you stop them early on, that's going to be very good for you. The question is now, how are the Renegades going to do on T? Because we know they have players that can be very explosive, that can just come out and take over a bomb site all on their own. I'm looking at Nifty and Nafly here. How are Big going to react to that? How are they going to take them out? Is it going to be with Molotovs? Is it going to be with smokes and flashes and playing for each other, double peeking?
I think they have to do a don't worry about too much on smoke X, tossing a lot of nades. I think Big would be more of a reaction time type of team. If you toss too much utility in the bomb site, all that's going to come back at you with flashes, Molotovs, and counter smokes. So I think for a team like Big, you kind of have to show them a little no respect at the start. Maybe go for a kill or two, and then work into an execute when you have the man advantage.
I also feel like, on top of that, the Renegades have a slight firepower advantage, not very big, but still with the players, like I mentioned before, like Nifty and Nafly and Asa in those more passive situations, gonna have to do really well. But Keith, once again, he's out on the hunt. Smells blood. Rotates back now.
Smartly falling back in a better position, waiting for his teammate to kind of come back, use different angles with your teammate.
Next taken out to 11 HP off screen as they are lining up with the smokes.
But unfortunately for Renegades, they have some peeked and kind of pushed down long B, so they know it's going to be an A take. The smoke's hitting him. He took out Nifty. You still exchanging with the kill. Now it's just going back and forth.
Justillo coming in, taking out Leggy, and now it's all on Tabson and Got B. Got B on low HP. So Tabson's going to be the hero in this one. He does take down JKS. Now double peeking out. Of course, sending Got B out first since he's low HP, so he can kind of get the information play. Pre-fire from Justillo. Actually not getting the kill here. Finally going in. Tabson. Insane 1 bullet. What is going on? How is he allowed to get in and do that?
It's Tabson for you. You can't sleep on him.
I don't believe my own eyes.
Yeah.
That was insane, but that's the quality we expect from the #1 player on that big team.
Yeah, Tabson has always shown that he's able to turn on just like that and just hit insane shots.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Kind of a wonky 1-on-2 peek by Team Renegades. They never had him the chance to peek together. You had one guy under the tower and one guy in the bomb site. Maybe let Tabson come out just a little bit closer to you so you guys can swing at the same time. And the time is off. Yeah. They got good aim. They're going to take advantage of it like Tabson did.
That's sometimes what happens in these even in pro games, when you're so focused on your own situation that you kind of forget to communicate on when to push and when to stay back. And then some guy gets the idea, okay, now I want to push. And then you make that 2v1 into 2 individual 1v1. Scott B now and drop. Pushing out towards connector, but Leggy is there, spraying away with the FAMAS, doing good damage, getting 1, 2, 3 frags, and it's all cleaned up. Nafly does get 1. Nice UMP, clean up, 3 for Got B, 2 for Leggy.
Nice job by God B spotting in that area and then falling back, helping out Legea in the connector.
Yeah, that's one thing that I feel like is going to be on point on the CT side, the rotations and helping each other out on this big side. That's something that they're very known for. They're playing well as a unit. All Germans, of course. They're going to have that one language in common. And also the way that I remember they interviewed Paul on stage on day 1. They were talking about running, at least on the T side, a new way of using waypoints, of taking bomb sites. I'm wondering how that also plays into the way they play CT and how they rotate with each other, if they have like a newfound system on how to do that, because that's something that I feel that you can still develop as a team. These kind of systems on how you rotate. Sometimes you don't even need to call out rotations, they just happen because you're, as you said, like you're dry running things, you're making sure everyone knows what's up.
Exactly, takes a lot of work. Ozzy here making a bunch of noise here in the middle, trying to make it look like an obvious fake. And I kind of like this because it could be a double fake towards the B bomb site.
Also because they're not showing the bomb. Like, they're playing aggressively towards A, but they're not showing the bomb. So usually you want to wait until the bomb is confirmed before you kind of pull the big rotate. And this time around, they're just peeking angles, seeing if they can find something. Bomb is now rotating slowly in towards middle. So at this point, they're probably still wondering, is this going to be the fake A and then they explode B? But it's going to be the A play.
I think at this point, since Big gave him so much room and so much map, but it could be a ruse because there's 3 people from Big in A bomb site. So Renegades could be walking to a stack here. A little trap. Renegades holding this cannon angle and taking out one. You still exchanging the kill, but Big coming out on top in this exchange.
JKS getting 1-for-1, 3v1 Nafly on the bomb side, and the bomb. Well, it is in his control, but he needs 1 or 2 frags before he can go ahead and plant it. Spots one. And we'll go for the plant here. No nades and no Molotov to take him out of it. Can peek now, one coming up close. They need to peek this at the same time, these CTs, not give him individual 1v1s. And they do peek him from the same angle. That's nice. Big coming in with another round, saving 3 weapons into it as well.
Nice coordination on that take, or on that retake. Not giving the early peeks. You know, you see that person in the spot, you have the urge to peek it, but you gotta wait for the teammates. And that's what Big did. Make it look cleaned. Naf really had no chance in that situation.
So now we do see a round of pistols coming out. It's gonna be C-set 75s and a Desert Eagle on JKS and Nafly. Only 1 flashbang, so we could see this kind of a timing push where sometimes you go for the B push where you go into plateau, sometimes you go for the push onto middle where you have that 1 pop flash over. This time around it looks like we're going to go towards B. Question is, what kind of flashes you still going to utilize here? How are they going to make it into this bomb site?
Yeah, right now, oh, there goes the flash, just for himself, I guess, and he still gets taken out. So, flash wasn't the best play, but hey, I got Azure and drop, I guess, so there you go.
The question is, with that drop control, what are you going to use it for? Because you can take drop a billion times. If you don't use it for anything in the round, it doesn't really matter that much. As is trying to come in the back. I really like this sneaky play. They know that they're at a disadvantage, so at this point they're just trying to get some weapons, trying to do some damage. So coming into the back of them. As we'll find one. No one's watching that. As Legia goes down.
There you go. That flash was just that kill, and then JKS taking out Kiev. He's going to rush into this bomb site as Big. They had all their people towards B. I don't know why they pulled everyone towards B.
Oh, Nafly gets an AK-47. Nice shot from JKS though. 1 Dixit. Taps and steps up to the plate. Takes down Nifty. Naf and JKS 2v2. Was not a round that was supposed to be even close. But he hits it once again. JKS takes out Tabson and he keeps on trucking. 1 player left now. Next. Kit, Molotov and smoke and head armor, so he has the whole package. But the package, the bomb is dropped right now in the middle of the bomb site. JK's tried to go for it. It's going to be the 1v1 Naf versus Nex. 10 seconds to go. Naf has to go for the planting, but he gets sprayed through the wall. Nex takes him out, and even though it was heroics coming in there from JKS with the Desert Eagle, it wasn't enough. But they take 4 frags nonetheless.
Nice frags by JKS, really opening up the A bomb site with some nice 1-deeks. Nafly though, in that 2-on-1, I felt like he's playing a little too slow. Maybe speed up just a little bit. Allowed Nex to really just get in position and take out 2 players. That probably should not have happened.
All right, here we go. Full buy for both teams. And, is this one going to go? AWP on Nifty and 1 on Keeve as well. Set up currently. 3 towards B from both teams. JKS watching the flank if they want to push for information towards mid. CTs and Nifty joining up with the teammates. That's a really good nade actually. Almost 100 damage in total. Next, holding down drop. There are 2 players in drop zone right now. So they want to make absolutely sure that if Renegades go in there, they're going to have some heavy losses.
Next, here's about the Molotov on top of the drop area, slowing down the take of Renegades at the drop. Renegades looks like they're going to be hitting the B area.
50 seconds to go. They haven't really gotten anything yet. And that's actually the go for the rotate as Asa picks up that one frag. They're rotating now into middle, and Keeve is close by, but he's taken out. 5v3.
Interesting play by Keeve to really just push with the AWP like that and check long A from middle. Very dangerous, as the timing from Renegades was perfect on that mid take. And so now they're going to take the bomb site, plant the bomb, and Big's going to have to save.
I feel like that's the importance of having a great mid-round caller. Like, if you're in that situation, you can say, okay, how are we going to take this? We're not getting into the bomb site. We're not getting into drop. This is not working out for us. We need to do something else. And then the mid-round caller comes in. Sometimes, in some teams, they actually do have a different mid-round caller from the IGL. I'm not exactly sure how that whole thing works out on Renegades, but that call to rotate onto the other bomb side, so on point.
Very much so. Great round by Team Renegades. And Tapson still just chilling here on this tree area. Pretty good advantage point, could fall down if necessary. But Renegade's not going to push for it. They don't want to risk losing any more guns with the low money that they have.
Interesting money situation on the CT side as well. Tapson on 8.2k, and then you have a player like Leggy on 1.4.
And now Team Big will do a tactical timeout, very rightly so. They don't want to Team Renegades to gain that momentum that they're known for. And so if you're Team Big, you have some money, you got Tabson with only money, but he has, you know, $8,000.
And the question is also with 1,400 on Legia, is he going to be able to actually get that full buy-in next round anyways? So is he just going to play the C step?
I would, if I was Big, I would buy. And I think they're going to do it. They're going to drop an AWP and buy it up.
Oh, a shoey going on. That is on point. Good job by the Australians in the crowd. Thank you for that.
I'll have fun wearing that shoe.
Yeah, I have never tried a shoe before. Maybe in Denver is the correct place to do it. I don't know.
I want to get a new pair of shoes before I have a shoey.
Yeah, I don't want to use my current shoes for that. They've been worn for a whole event. They're probably not very healthy to drink out of, if any shoes are.
But that's what makes them Australians.
They're just tough.
Resilient.
I like that. Keeve, also tough and resilient, opens up against Ustillo. Takes that one out. Neff trying to make it work on the opposite bomb site. We do have a...
Is that a team Molotov?
Could have been.
I think he just Molotoved his teammate. He didn't like Tabson being in that spot. He was like, hey, move, please.
On the opposite end of the map, shenanigans happen. Keeve right now, not known for his shenanigans, just holding the angle. They're trying to bait it out. They know that he's there, but he's still in shots. Keeve just goes absolutely ballistic and takes out Nifty. 5v2, Naf and JKS. Can they restabilize this round? It's only got one just in, and then it's straight back to Big. And I feel like the decision to go for the buy here, even though it's not the 100% perfect buy, was the right one.
Yeah, definitely. If they would have lost this round, they would have to save anyways, and with a 2-round loss bonus, and then the next round they would have had enough to buy again. So smart play by Big, knowing the money system and the correct call to buy.
Tabson on point aim-wise once again, goes for the peak, and he will get it as well. Big on 12 now, and perfect round for them, surviving with 5 players, 4 rifles and an AWP into the next round. And this is where it gets really tough for Renegades, because they're 9-12 right now. They don't have, well, they do have one more buy in them, I feel like, and then they're going to have to do an eco.
And this is what Milesports had a big hard time against Team Big, was that this slow kind of default style. Keeve was just having a field day, and Renegades, they have to know that these couple rounds, Keeve has been holding these really, really tight angles, and then doing these slow peaks will not work that well against Team Big.
Look at this, God B has already gone up onto the platform. They did Molotov it, but they're not ready for it as it goes down, and this is the conservativeness of God B. He goes, gets the aggressive peak, instantly goes back. Does not want to go for another one. He'll be very happy with the one-man advantage that he has and rotate back and play
very
back.
smart. Make the opposite team search, waste utility to kind of flush you out, and not fly taking out Keeve. The AWP already gone, and now he's at the platform. Low in HP though, he's taken out by Tabson.
Yeah, he goes for, in my opinion, a bit too much aggression there. That's of course down to the individual situation. Smoke's down. JKS and Nifty, can they make this one work? Nifty has been the explosive AWP as JKS helps him out, takes out Tabson. Hits the shot. Oh, doesn't hit the shot. Misses it. scopes out just before able to get that kill. But JK is still on the other side, ready to get stuff done, and now Nifty double stop. There we go. And he takes out both of those big players, and another round home for the Renegades.
Talk about big. That was actually a little sloppy on their part right there, where they kept kind of trying to peek them one by one, and it's kind of uncharacteristic when Big, you know, has been showing great teamwork, and all of a sudden they kind of slipped up right there, and Team Renegades, you know, taking advantage of that. You can't do that at this high-level match.
Yeah, that's the hard part about CS on this high level. You are not allowed to make any mistakes whatsoever. The second you make one tiny mistake, the opposite team will just take advantage of it.
Exactly, but nice round by JKS and Nifty. Just really, they need that round so bad. And this puts Big in a really kind of an awkward spot where they do have to save for the next round. They do have some money, so they got that going for them. But just now, what can they get the op? Can they get Kiev back, you know, into this?
Let's have a look as we move into round number 23 between Big and Renegades in this semi-final. Finding out who goes on to the grand final later today in the DreamHack ASTRO Open Denver. C-set 75s galore and one Desert Eagle on Tapson. And that's what the recipe says on the Big side. Renegades on 2 umps. Their economy is not really that stable just yet, so going for ump utility over AK no utility, it's a choice I'll always take.
Gabi gets flashed and pushed back, and now Renegades are thinking about working and taking this drop area. The bomb is towards B. And so they should know that they're on the force buy.
And once again, they're doing this kind of setup, Renegades, where they have 4 players towards B, 2 towards long, 2 towards drop, and then JK is holding off for aggressive playing from that big side towards mid. So if they come in with a big flank, JK is going to be able to shut it down. Now who's rejoined the team, and I think in 10 seconds time we're going to see the full execute.
Little miss pop flash. Could have gotten a potential kill, but instead they're going to get Swami still, and they still get 2 kills out of the situation. And this forces Renegades to push this platform. Probably not the most favorable spot with the Molotov being there.
C-set 75's working their magic once again, but so is Nifty hitting another shot with the orb. Nafroy pushing in! Takes 2, but then caught off, and it's a 1v1 JKS against Gob B, the mastermind, versus the young gun. 15 seconds ago, has to get that bomb down. Oh, grab the frag. Taps it once. Gob B goes for the frag, and he takes him out! JKS once again! And he is stone cold right now. That doesn't even phase him, not one bit.
JKS having an awesome game right now. He's had a lot of key kills in this match so far, and it's really keep Renegades in the match. These rounds that they're winning shouldn't be winning, but hey, I'll take it. You know, they'll take it. Also,
they were talking about in the interview that we showed before the game goes live that they were kind of worried about the fact that they were losing a lot of anti-ecos to a buy like what we just saw, and it came down to a 1v1 in the end. So I feel like they must be like breathing a sigh of relief after not like throwing that one away, because that was the problem in the beginnings of all the other games they've had so far.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Next and Tapson in unison, trying to hold this one down. Azza with the Galil, getting it done. Nafly also coming in, and this defense is not looking good for Big, but Keith steps it up. Got B with M4A4 as well. Taken out in the end. Keith now has to get that triple going, maybe even a 4K. It's like, yes, coming in from behind.
Takes out Nifty, and so
that's all on Azza. Azza shows his position, but he gets a frag through the door. 1v1 against Legia. He knows the position, or at least where he used to be. Legia changing things up. Well, at least allow a plant for the Renegades. How he's going to peek? Yeah, he's going to peek it the wrong way. That's how it is. Picking up the orb, Legia. Good job. Big. I'm going to get on 13. Renegades are making it close though, but Big are taking the lead.
Nice, smart move by Legia, repositioning himself after being spotted at that long flank. Able to get the ult before the defuse, and now Renegades, they're kind of low on money right now, so it's they gotta have a decision. They're probably going to have to save because it wouldn't be too great. It'd be a huge risk if they would maybe force buy this round.
See, 3K on Nav. 3.4 Nifty, so Nifty probably not buying too much into this as he wants an open the next one. The others can afford to buy a Desert Eagle and such, and that's going to be the exact play. Gob B going for the max 7. And that's also a sign of the CT economy not being perfect either. He has to go for that max 7 if he wants utility.
Yeah, Big's actually hurting on money as well. They have shotguns. They do prioritize utility over everything. Yeah, but also note that they don't have any kits.
Oh, let's see. Goppy flashed out. And he's not going to see any action just so. Oh, interesting. Nice little stack here, but it's not going to work out. Next takes down Asa. Goppy trying to come in close range with that max 7 Legia with another one. They're holding down the mid on the opposite end of the map. And Ustilo and Nafly trying to make it happen. 2v5. It's probably not doable, but let's see. Ustilo might be able to grab a single frag if he turns right at the right time. He doesn't. And Nafly 1v5. Desert Eagle in hand. Yes, he goes for it! Of course, Nafly with a style. He's probably not going to get more out of this, but at least he got the knife.
Get some extra money on the side. Get a little confidence boost. The knife is huge, actually. He might be able to afford an alt next round if Nifty wants it. So
yeah, that makes a big difference, actually. Let's see what they're going to go for. At this point, Nafly is just running out the clock, seeing if someone wants to come peek him, see if he can deny even further weaponry for Big in this round. But I'm pretty sure the result is going to be 14 for Big. There's absolutely no way that Nafly can come in and win this. Close to getting that damage done and getting another kill, but 14-11 will be the scoreline. And this is where Renegades, they need to step up their level. And cleverly enough, they're taking a timeout before this round. They want to make 100% sure what they're doing, what kind of strat is best. They're going to get their coach Gassard in, going to talk about, okay, how are we going to approach this? What kind of weaknesses have we seen in their rotations, in the way that they play together, in the way that they use counter utility when we push them? How are we going to exploit this?
Seems like a lot of times when Renegades execute, they are having a tough time on the initial execute, and they've been winning rounds through, you know, the 3-on-3 situations, 2-on-3 situations, and so I'm thinking maybe just play a little more dry peek. So we're not where Keeve's at, though. He will love that. So try to find out where he is, and then dry peek somewhere else.
So far, Keeve has been playing towards that A-bomb side. This time around, it's the same. Using utility to block him off, or block off one of the angles I usually see an aggressive Opal go for. Clever stuff, and he, once again, as we talked about, they're very good at using this counter utility. And they're just running straight into him. I don't really feel like that's the right way to go, but they're going to decide to go for it anyway. Keep with the first one. Azza. Molotov to clear out drop room. Goppy in a tough position here, but he gets it done. Does he get the double? Yes, he will. Azza and Nafly both go down. Low HP on Gob, but he's still alive. Still alive and kicking. Rotations have gone back. Keep is now on the bomb side instead of holding an aggressive angle towards long, and it's up to JKS and Nifty, and with a smoke and a Molotov remaining, the smoke is probably going to go towards the connector doors. The Molotov, not exactly sure how they want to use that, maybe for cannons, but it's going to be nonetheless an incredibly hard round to win for these two players.
Yeah, 2-on-5 situation. Nifty, well, starting off the kill. Maybe he gets an AWP in the process, trying to reach for it, but Legia gives away his position in this A-halls.
Flashed right now as they go in, but Goppy once again on point. JKS takes him out, 1v3 now for him. Has to make a 4K clutch to take this one home and deny Big. 15 rounds, tries to go for the peak, and will be shot in the back by Next. The correct timing comes in from the German. Efficiency is key for these Germans, and 15-11. And Renegades, their money situation is not looking good. Not at all. 3K across the board, some players even down on 2.5, so this is a sad round.
Yeah, you always want to at least have a rifle on the last round of the match, but they're going to prioritize utility. And is this their smoke strat? This is the first time we've seen it this tournament. I've been waiting for this one. Toss smoke and spawns and gets there a little early as they're going to rush towards this B bomb site.
Flashes are imminent. They're so perfect coming in, but Tapton's still on the bomb site, still getting it done. They're just spraying them down this point. And Goppy with a double as well. Nifty, last man standing, hiding in the smoke. And I really agree with you. I like this kind of play. I like the kind of pace you can set with a play like this, but it's not going to be enough. Map 1 is going to go to Big. The Germans prevail for this one. And Renegades have to go back to the drawing board to take map 2.
I like what they did last round, but I wish they would have had rifles, like maybe earlier in their match, because with them having umps and pistols and whatnot, it forced them to rush into smoke, put them in awkward spots, and Big playing it pretty smart on their CT side, playing pretty textbook, working with each other, and it shows a lot of patience on Team Big.
And very nice from Big taking that win. Of course, they were my favorite, on the favorite for some on the desk as well. I'm sure the crowd, of course, are rooting for Renegades. Why wouldn't you be? But they do take that first map. We're going to have to go into map 2 to see if Renegades can kind of bring it back. We know they're very resilient. We saw that yesterday against CLG. We know they can bring it back. They can do that comeback. The question is if they can make it work against a team that's so well structured and resilient as Big.
That's going to be very hard, and I think they might have to change up their gameplay just a little bit to where, you know, just you have to find it somehow. When you're playing a team that's, you know, a lot better than you in ranking and whatnot, you have to almost play with more confidence than you used to. Almost be naive in a way where you show them no respect, be confident in yourself, hit that shot, and everything starts to unfold.
Next map will be Cash, a map that you can abuse very much if you have fast pace and good individual players. We're going to go to a short break and then we're going to be back with map 2 of this series. Cash is up next. See you then.